a little while since I vlogged. At the end of April, it was mine and Jack's anniversary. It was our 4-year anniversary, and we didn't really have anything planned, and we couldn't decide what we wanted to do either. So what we ended up doing was just we took a week off, both of us, and every single day we did like something different. Like we did a rage room, which was really cool. I'll put in a couple of clips for you guys here. It was really good. I didn't realize my own strength until I was in that room. Apparently I'm pretty strong when I've got a hammer in my hand, which is a little concerning, but I will only use my power for good, I promise. We played some video games together. We did a little crafts day where I don't know if any of you guys will even remember, let me know if you even do remember, but this time last year, when the Olympics was on, I started a miniature takoyaki stand. I have never done a miniature build before, and I essentially went from never having done one before to realizing I probably picked an expert level miniature build. It was incredibly hard. As you guys can see, the little sushis, they're tiny. They're smaller than my fingertip, and I had to roll them up with like card and felt paper. Like I had to mold them and cut them. It was insanely hard, but we had a crafts day together, and because Jack had a book nook that I bought him a while ago for his birthday, so he wanted to finish that, and my takoyaki stand, we finally finished them. So yeah, super happy with it. It lights up and plays music. I'll insert a little clip for you guys right here. Work at all during that week. I edited a little bit here and there just because I wake up earlier than Jack does, so on the mornings I just do a bit of editing, but basically I had an entire week off and I feel amazing for it. I feel a lot better having that week off. I was planning during that week off to still work on designs because I like drawing, I like art, and I was like, well, I could still get some designs done here and there. It just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. So yeah, I actually have made no progress in the design department, which sucks because I have a lot to do, but also I feel like that week off was very needed. If you guys saw my last video that I posted, we're a team, I guess. You guys drive me on this journey, it's we. I've decided I'm gonna give myself one more year of growing a small business to see if I make any progress. Obviously, that video was very vulnerable. I haven't actually, as of right now when I'm vlogging, I haven't actually posted it. It's going up on Monday. I'm very nervous for it because it's very vulnerable. Don't get me wrong, like, those feelings come and go quite a lot. They're not just always there. If they were always there, then it'd be a case of like, okay, maybe I just don't enjoy growing a small business, but I just wanted to share with you guys how I've been struggling to grow my business while working full-time, and I've given myself essentially a year to fix all of that. If you guys want to watch that video, I will link it here. The reason I'm bringing this up is because obviously my launch is gonna massively impact my business and growing my business, and I'm also opening a Shopify as well, so there's lots to do. This is the first video of this 1-year journey together to grow my small business into something that is at least part-time, I would like, rather than, I'm not expecting it to go full-time. I mean, it could go full-time in a year, but I'm just not expecting it to. Revenue. So this weekend I got a lot of catching up to do. I have this issue when I take breaks. I very much struggle to get back into the work mindset. I really struggled this past week trying to get things done, trying to video edit. It's been a bit hard, but I think I'm ready. So first things first, I think I might do a reel first, and then I have something to post for tomorrow and just get that out the way with. I kid you not, it's been 50 minutes. I have spent those 50 minutes trying to edit like just photos for like a carousel for Instagram, just trying to like add text to photos, and that in itself has been ridiculous. And I'm like, how do people do this? If you guys have any tips on like editing photos for like Instagram and stuff, like I'm using CapCut and I paid for it as well. I pay monthly for it, and I'm just like, it just doesn't, it only seems good for reels, but I want to be able to do good carousels as well, but it's just seeming like, I don't know, it's just so annoying. Okay, that took like an hour and a half, but I think I've pretty much done it. It feels like this should be like a easier way to like manage that. I got a package, so I'm just gonna head downstairs, but it's like almost 1 o'clock, so I'll probably have lunch soon. Yeah, I did not want that to take as long as what it actually did, but my prize is that I got a Vinted parcel. Yes! Oh, this is gonna be good for summer. My wardrobe must be more rainbow. Not the healthiest, but we ran out of bread this morning. I usually have like a bacon sandwich for lunch. It's just my go-to. It's not actually bacon, I'm vegetarian. It's fake bacon. A fake bacon sandwich. Anyway, so I'm gonna take a little lunch break and recover after the trauma of short form content. I really want to read this right now. I really do. This book, it's killing me. Every time I pick it up, I can't put it down. And like, I've read, like, I'm halfway through and I've only picked it up twice. Every single time I open this book, I end up reading like 100 pages or something. It's crazy. It's killing me. Oh my god. I'll be honest, for the longest time, I didn't think I liked reading. Turns out I love reading. I just wasn't like reading books that I actually like. I was reading books that people like that were popular, but they just weren't like my kind of thing. Like, I tried to read Harry Potter and I'm not gonna lie, The Philosopher's Stone was a snore fest. I didn't even get to 100 pages. I was like, I literally couldn't care less. And I don't know if that's because I didn't read them when I was a kid. Maybe if I had that nostalgia, it'd be better, but it was just so boring and I was like, oh my god, I can't. And I was like, maybe I just don't like reading. I do. I read The Last House on Needless Street, which is like an amazing, hold on, I'm getting a call. Yeah, she works Saturday morning, so she might be at work. I don't know if anyone else has this issue. Whenever someone from my family rings me or messages me, it's mostly just because they can't get in touch with my mom, and I just find that hilarious. No one ever wants me for anything. They're always just like, where's your mum? And I'm just like, hi, I'm doing good, thank you. Anyway, back to this. I read The Last House on Needless Street and it was really good. It's very slow to begin with, but the plot twists at the end make it so worth it. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, maybe I like reading. I got this book. This book has me in a chokehold, I'm not gonna lie. It is the best book I have ever read by far. Like, by far. That's probably because I never really read books that I liked. I'm starting to realize now what I like when it comes to books a bit more, and I'm starting to read books that I actually enjoy. So it turns out I actually love reading, but I want to read it right now. But I'm like, if I read it, I'm not gonna go back to work, so I might just have to wait till later on. But oh my god, this book is so good. It's so good. It has to wait. So for the notepad, this is what I've got so far. I keep changing the background color. I can't decide what I want. I'm thinking a vibrant yellow. I don't have a lot of like yellow or orange themed stuff on my shop, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet, but it's coming along quite well. I'm moving on to this one now. I'm trying my best notepad, so if I can get that done today, that'll be all 3 notepads done. And I'm also thinking about redesigning my big buns pin. I'll insert a little picture for you guys, so I think I might get that done today as well. It's currently, oh my gosh, it's 3 o'clock. What the heck, where did the time go? So that one notepad took me 2 hours. Jack and I are going to be watching Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning later, part 1 obviously, because the part 2, or the final reckoning, that's coming out next week, and we both really like Mission Impossible, so we're gonna be watching that. So we're rewatching the part 1 in time for that, so I can be drawing through that as well. So I'll probably be drawing pretty well into the night, to be honest. But my main thing is get this notepad done, and if I can do that, all 3 of my notepads will be done. They'll be ready to be bought. That would be super awesome. I do need to do the lines in like Photoshop, because obviously doing them by hand just it's not a good idea. So I'm going to be probably putting them into Photoshop and doing the lines for the notepads that way. I might make the artsy one like a plain notepad rather than lined, and just so you have that like kind of, I guess, option of like lined notepads, plain notepads, that kind of stuff.
If you compare that with our native otter, the European otter, which you're very lucky you might see in the river Weir, they grow.
It's actually so bright I can't really see what I'm doing. Don't want people paying for like things, which I don't mind. Yeah, I think this is where we were last time. Okie dokie, we're home. We had a very nice day out. We spent like a good few hours there. I think it was like 3.5 hours to 4 hours. Obviously including like the lunch and stuff we had. As you guys saw when we were eating lunch, a seagull decided to swoop down. Luckily, because he was lingering around for a while and I kept seeing him and I was just like, oh, he's not bothering anyone, but he was eyeing us and I was like, I know what you want. And I got up to use the toilet. No, wait, I didn't get up to use the toilet. I got up because I wanted another drink. I had coffee and I was like, I really fancy some sparkling water, like flavored sparkling water. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get that. I came back like 2 minutes later and my mum's like sat there and he's like right in front of my mum eating the, because she had some like tuna left on a plate and he was just eating it and he's going crazy. My mum actually took a video that I'm gonna place in here for you guys because I find it hilarious how close he was and he just didn't care. It's so funny. I've never seen a seagull be that ballsy before. So yeah, and then after that we saw like an otter show as well. It wasn't like a show, it was more like just a talk. He fed the otters and then we just told us a bit about them. There were Southeast Asian otters and where we went is like a wildlife preserve. It's not like a zoo. I don't particularly love zoos. It always makes me a little sad. I like seeing animals. It's really conflicting for me because I like seeing animals. I like being near animals, but I don't like the thought of them being stuck in like cages and stuff. It makes me really uncomfortable, but at the same time I love seeing animals, but I don't want to see them in that like kind of condition. So where we went was like a wildlife reserve and they had a couple enclosures. Most of them were like bird enclosures. It's mostly like, it's a big bird watching spot, I think. The birds though were able to go in and out of the enclosures. There wasn't like, you could even, some of the enclosures you can go into, like they're not trapped in there or anything. It's just more of like to keep people away from the birds when they want their space. Like they can go in the enclosures and get away from the people. So it's actually kind of like more of a way for keeping people out than keeping the birds in. But like as we were walking around, there was lots of like birds just chilling in the paths and ways and stuff like that as well. I think the otters are the only things that are technically kept in an enclosure. The reason they're being kept there is because apparently there's only 5,000 left in the wild, and like they're keeping them there to basically help maintain the species. Like, if, hopefully not, but if the species does go like extinct in the wild, they'll still have like be able to like watch them and breed them in that environment. So it's like pretty healthy environment, so I didn't feel like bad about it. Like, they had like a really good enclosure, really clean, very nature-esque. So there is a couple enclosures, but as you're walking around, you walk through like forests and stuff, and as you saw, there was a lot of like lakes and stuff, and you could go bird watching, and I really liked that, like learning the different kinds of birds. We saw like I wanted to see a heron, but I didn't see any, unfortunately. But there was like a stork. No, sorry, a crane, not a stork. There was a crane that was really cool. He was watching me for a while. He was like giving me the eyes. And then there was like little like frog ponds and stuff, which they aren't like, the staff do go around and make sure the enclosures are like clean and safe, but they're not like held in those enclosures. They make basically spaces that may attract certain birds and like frogs and stuff like that, but they don't keep them in enclosures. I think the Southeast Asian otters were the only thing, but that's because they're going extinct and they're trying to like, you know, keep them in a healthy, maintained habitat. But yeah, there was like a lot of lakes and stuff, and the lakes actually had like just native otters that live in the northeast of England where I am, which apparently they're like quite a bit bigger than the Southeast Asian otters as well. But we didn't see any of those today. I think it's because it's such a hot day. We didn't see any frogs or anything either. It's such a hot day, and it was like midday, so I think a lot of the animals might have been hiding away in the shade, sleeping. So we didn't really see any otters out in the wild, but we did see the Southeast Asian ones, which was pretty cool. So yeah, we had a good day. It's 4 o'clock. I'm planning to spend the rest of my day doing a thumbnail and putting that onto YouTube for tomorrow. So yeah, not very vloggable stuff. I will most likely just see you guys tomorrow at this point. Hello guys, so it is a brand new day. I've had a little bit of a slow morning. Yesterday I put up the thumbnail, the video was all ready to go for today, so I did that. I did pack an order that I still need to send. I'll probably send it tomorrow morning when I'm off to work. And I also was working on a couple of my designs. I will put a little speed paint up for you guys. I think this one's pretty much done. I was gonna change it so the face was facing like to the side. I don't think I'm going to. I think for this one in particular, the butt needs to be in focus. Apparently I just reached my 8,000 step goal without taking a step. I do not trust this watch. It just picks up things, it's not even happening. Yeah, I didn't move. So yeah, I feel like the butt should be in frame for it, so I don't think I need to. I actually woke up this morning and I was like, I actually quite like it. I think for the main thing for this design is gonna be the text. I was trying to figure out ways when doing this design of like fun ways I could have the text out there. I put some stars in there. I think it looks much better than what it used to anyway. I was also working on the Trying My Best planner pad. Now, this one is giving me some trouble. This one I'm struggling with. Because it was originally like a sticker sheet design, I was struggling with how many and which ones I should use from the sticker sheet for this planner pad. But I'm also just not 100% sure, like, I guess how I'm tackling this yet. I feel like the idea is there, but I'm just struggling to execute it. So yeah, so that's what I did this morning. The rest of the day, I am going to just pretty much be working on my designs still. That's my main priority for today. I am very close, I think, to finishing most of my designs now, especially because I'm going to be buying from a few different manufacturers. The cost for this launch is that it's going to be a lot. It really is. But you know what, after that whole video last week's video where I was like, I've got one more year to kind of change my life around, to turn this business around, we're going big or we're going home. So this one's gonna be expensive, but I don't care, we're going for it. I'm actually just gonna write a really quick little, like, I've got my sticky notes here. I'm just gonna write a really quick little list of like designs I want to get done today. So I'm thinking my bookmarks, the 2 bookmarks that I need to do, I'll do those today. Oh sorry, no, it's just 1 bookmark. Artsy bookmark. Artsy bookmark. Done. Okay. I'm thinking honestly for the notebook, my notebooks, they didn't do as well as I wanted. They haven't done bad either, like they are selling, they're just selling slower than what I thought they would. I just feel like I'm doing quite a lot this launch, and I do want more notebooks. I want some sticker books as well, but I'm also like, well, I'm going to another manufacturer because I need, like, I want more planner pads. So I'm like, I might just focus on planner pads. What I might do is I might do an extra planner pad rather than doing notepads, and it just kind of keeps it all together, I guess, rather than having like 3 planners and then like an extra like notebook or something. Just having the planner pads and focusing on those. I think that's what I'm gonna do rather than doing the notebook or sticker book, and then I can do the notebook and sticker book like in my next launch. To stop at 1 chapter. I very purposefully started a chapter like before I ate because I'm still hungry, and I was like, if I read a chapter before I have dinner, I'm hungry, okay, I will be more likely to stop at just 1 chapter because I'm hungry. My body's yelling at me, so I'm like, just feels like a little, like a safer way of doing it, I guess. Okay, so I just finished filming a video for you guys. It is basically, it's gonna come up before this one, so if you haven't seen it, I will link it in the corner. I always forget which corner it is. I'm pretty sure it's this one, right? If not, then I just look stupid, but I hope it is. So basically it was just a video talking about how I'm planning to fix my business, because I kind of wanted to make a follow-up video from the last video that I did. Hopefully it will clear a couple things up for you guys so you know what's going forward and what changes I'm trying to make, because I just feel like that this one's a bit more like upbeat. It's not just like me being upset. Like, I wasn't really upset when I made the first video though, to be honest. I was just trying to have like a realistic talk, but I feel like this one's like giving you guys a more insight into like the fact that I'm not just crying about it. I am actually trying to take steps to fix my business, so hopefully you liked it. Anyway, filmed that. I actually did some designs this morning. So the thing is, right, is that I actually, hold on, let me just get more comfortable. Let's get more comfortable. Yeah, so basically I ended up doing another design that I didn't plan for my launch, but it's super freaking cute. I wanted a pigeon design so bad, and I was gonna do one for my, not this launch coming up, but my next launch, and I was like, well, you know, it actually worked quite well, because if you guys remember the trying my best planner, I still can't figure out what I want to do with it. So I think because I'm struggling so much with it, for now, I'm gonna scrap the idea, and instead I'm replacing it with this. So this design is super cute. I got this idea honestly not that long after we went to the wildlife center, where we were looking at the birds. Granted, this is a pigeon, but there were some pigeons there. I love pigeons. I think they're underrated. People call them like vermin and stuff, and I'm just like, excuse you, these pigeons were loyal to us. Not only that, They carried our messages, and they're actually quite clean regardless. I mean, they do crap all over my car all the time, but regardless, I still like them. And I really wanted a bird design, a pigeon design. I thought this was super cute. I really enjoyed drawing it. This is gonna be a sticker. I think it's gonna be a tote bag as well, because I think it'd make a super cute tote bag. And it's also gonna be a planner design. So instead of the trying my best one, it's gonna be this one. And then also this morning I did kind of start working on the planner pad because I just thought, I'm here, I've done the design for the pigeon, why not just take it a step further and start doing the planner. I'm not 100% sure about the background. It's like too checkery, I feel like, and I'm just like, what's that got to do with birds? Nothing really, but I do quite like it. Might be changed, but I'll give myself a day or so and come back to it to see how I feel, as I do with all my designs. And I also began working on the frog one as well. Again, I'm gonna give it a couple of days for my frog planner pad and come back to it and see how I feel. But I made some great progress. I got another design done and I got 2 planner pads done. I think now all I really need to do is some washi tape, and then we're good to buy my designs. I'm so freaking excited. Like, we're so close to being able to buy them, and I'm just like, okay, so it is like mid-May. I really want to buy all of these designs before May ends. So yeah, I really need to get my button gear, because a lot of these designs are technically done, but because I do so many designs that are text-based now, I need to set aside like a day to do text, like put all the text on them in like Canva and Photoshop and everything. So yeah, I've still got quite a bit of work to do, but I really need all these designs bought before the end of May. So yeah, it's gonna be one hell of a couple of weeks, because I also have a hen do coming up and I also have a wedding coming up, and I'm just like, okay, that's gonna take up a couple of my weekends already. This afternoon, so I finished that video. I'm going to have some dinner because it's like 5 o'clock and I'm getting kind of hungry, and I actually have a couple of orders to pack. I had an order for a mug, and when I pulled out the mug from the box, it was so bad. It wasn't even B grade. It was like F grade. If I had to grade it, I would have given it an F. It was a fail. It was not good. I was like, I can't in good conscience send that. So I'm gonna be sublimating tonight for the first time in like 6 months or something. Probably longer than that. Probably definitely longer than that, actually. Probably like 7-8 months since I last sublimated, and I'm gonna be sublimating tonight. So we're gonna see how that goes. Are you still alive? Oh, okay. I haven't sublimated anything for like 10 months. Okay, it's ready. Let's try this for the first time in like a year. Hopefully it still works. I forgot how bad it smells, and also forgot how long this takes. I'm gonna let it cool down. It looks like it's done. From what I remember from my sublimation days, if it looks like it's a bit darker behind the paper, it's usually done. So I'll just leave that to cool. Does it cool down faster if I wave it around? Literally perfect first try. After a year anyway. I haven't lost it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that to continue to cool down for a while, and then I'm gonna clean up, and then I'm gonna pack those orders, and then we can chill for the rest of the night, because I'm getting a little bit tired now. I'm a sleepy girl. So we have 2 orders. One is for Karina and one is for Heather. Heather, oh, she bought a lot of stuff. Well, she bought a lot of tumblers anyway. Probably like my second, I think my second biggest order I've ever had. So that's crazy. Thank you so much, Heather, and thank you very much, Karina, as well. I appreciate
both of your orders. So yeah, the thing with Heather's order is I don't know if I've got a box big enough for the amount of tumblers she ordered, because she ordered some tumblers and some other stuff as well. So I may have to not pack it today and go out and get a big box for it, but we'll see. I have a couple big boxes. This one I think is the biggest box I have. Okay, so we got a strawberry lemonade. We got a strawberry tea party tumbler. And we've got a pastel game tumbler. It's a lot of tumblers. Oh god. Okay, these might... No! It only just doesn't fit. Wait. The only other one that I have is this one. I don't know if this will be big enough. Oh wait, this might work. It might work. Wait. Oh no, same issue. Wait. Okay, no, this one might actually work. Hold on. She requested no like witchy stuff for the mystery bundle that she got. I'm gonna make sure that I don't accidentally show it and ruin it for Heather if she's watching this, but she requested no witchy stuff. I put a lot of my Halloween sticker sheets in there which do have witchy stuff on them, so, but luckily I had one left that had neither Halloween stuff or pastel witch stuff, so this one should be good. Okay, I'm just gonna double check the tumblers as well before anything. I just like to double check them because I do a lot of markets and stuff, so I'm always like, okay, just to be sure. Okie dokie. This fits 3 tumblers literally perfectly. Then we've got the mystery bundle I'll put down there. Pastel game notepad. Strawberry tea party sticky note. I love my sticky notes too. Get a couple of super cute sticker sheets. A bookmark. Oh, there we go. 2 huge orders. Thank you guys so much. So with that, I will leave you all there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, then you should really definitely check out my last video. It is a very important step. It's an important part of what's going to be happening with my business going forward, so please check that out. Thank you guys. Oh, I almost inhaled my hair. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.